How surreal was that?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was probably, like I've told you, I have so many memories of like hockey and my career and all that stuff. But that was probably, I would say, one of the top memories for me as a kid. Well, not as a kid, but for my hockey career. It was my first year with the camp with the Kings, or maybe my second, or I don't know when it was. But the preseason came around and like camp was going well and stuff, and then I kind of heard people talking that like they usually put some young guys in these preseason games, and some young guys get in and kind of get some opportunity just to kind of get their feet wet a little bit. And then I looked at the schedule and I saw like one of their first preseason games was in Vancouver. And I was like, holy shit, like this would be really, really cool. And then next thing I knew is they put out the lineup and all that stuff, and I got to play in Vancouver. So I was like, wow, this is pretty unbelievable. I mean, I couldn't really believe it. We traveled to Vancouver. Obviously, I told all my friends and family and all that stuff. And it was probably one of the cooler things I've ever done in my life. Because another story with that is when I was like, I think I was like 10 or 11. I did one of those, you know how like those kids come out and skate before games, like in NHL games. Like I went out for the warm up lap with the Canucks when I was like 10. And I was a big Canucks fan growing up because I grew up in Vancouver. So I did that. So my brother got a picture of me. Like I have a picture standing for the national anthem beside like Trevor Linden on the Canucks, Matt Cook, and a couple other guys, and I'm standing there for the national anthem. And then whatever, 10, 11 years later, I'm standing there for the national anthem playing an NHL preseason game. Obviously, it wasn't a legitimate NHL game, but just the fact that it was even a preseason game was probably one of the cooler things I've ever experienced, and I'll never forget that one for sure.